Welcome to another episode of Denise Cooks for Diabetics. Today we're going to cook chicken fried rice. I go a little bit heavy on the chicken, on the protein, and lighter on the rice because that's what's better for me. Today I'm using a pound of ground chicken, 1/4 cup of uncooked rice, which turned out to be about a cup of rice cooked, a little bit more maybe. A cup of mixed vegetables. I like a little more vegetables than the traditional fried rice. I happen to have some sesame seeds, ginger flavored sesame seeds. If you don't have that, that's okay. My favorite spice mix, garlic and onion, because of course that's an Asian food. A little bit of salt, not too much, because I have 1/4 cup of teriyaki and 1/4 cup of soy sauce, which makes a 1/2 cup. Over in the pan, I am sauteing 1 medium onion. If I had a large onion, I would have used that as well. I like to go heavy on the onion. Okay, so my chicken is cooked already. I pre-cooked that. My rice is cooked. My vegetables were steaming for a little while, so I know this was just frozen mixed vegetables that I'm using today. Okay, so let's come on over to the pan and we'll put everything together and make our fried rice. Okay, so here we are at our stove, and I'm going to put all the ingredients together. Now, I didn't mention that you're going to prepare your rice, whatever the package says. And the second thing I wanted to say is, typically I would use brown rice, but since I'm making this for my daughter and myself, she's not really a fan of brown rice, but brown rice would be better if you're a diabetic, of course. Okay, so here we go. Let's focus on our pan. I have my 1 onion. I've already sauteed it. It's nice and caramelized. Now I'm going to add my seasonings. My capful of my garlic and onion spice. If you don't have this, add some garlic powder. If you have fresh garlic, add a couple of cloves of that, depending on how much garlic you like. Okay, I'm going to do a kind of a heaping. Okay, we like to cook our spices because it brings out the flavor in them. So capful of that, and then about a 1/2 capful, not even, about a teaspoon of the sesame seeds. They're already toasted. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a browning. Okay, so I'm going to cook that for a little bit. That smells delicious. I like ground chicken, but you could use ground pork, ground beef. You could use leftover chicken, rotisserie chicken, a pork loin cut up, whatever you happen to have available. This is a nice one-pan dinner to throw together some leftovers as well. If you have leftover vegetables, throw that in as well. I'm going to add my vegetables now. My cupful of frozen vegetables mixed. You can just add carrots if you like, peas if you like. You have some green beans, whatever you have and whatever you like. I'm going to turn my heat up to medium-high now because I'm adding some cold ingredients. All right. Got that going. I'm going to add my meat now. I'm going to do the whole pound of ground chicken. Like I said, this is heavy on the protein. If you're a diabetic, that's the way you want to go, and it's the way you're going to satisfy yourself. You could also add quinoa. You could make fried rice / quinoa as well. Okay, so we're going to get that a little bit browned again. Let that brown. I would probably let that go for another couple of minutes, but I think we're good like that. Now I'm going to add my rice. I might not add all of this rice. Like I said, this was a 1/2 cup of uncooked rice. If I think it looks like too much, I might not add it all. Let's just try this. No, I think it's going to be okay for all of it. Sizzling nicely now. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty there. Okay, back to our pan. We've got everything nice and hot now. I've been sauteing it. One thing I forgot, I apologize, is fried rice need to have our egg. I have 2 eggs scrambled right here. So everything is getting nice and hot, starting to sizzle. So I added my spices, and I'm going to add my half a cup of soy sauce and teriyaki. And I think I'm probably going to want to add a little bit of water after this, okay? Little bit of water, just to steam it. Just a little bit. 1/4 cup. Cleans out my measuring cup as well. Okay, we're going to get that going. I'm going to get it up to high. Kind of like I was in a wok. I want to get my egg nice and scrambled up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, it's getting nice and hot. I'm going to make an area here where I'm going to do my egg. I want it to get nice and hot. It's really steaming. It's smoking right now. Starting to sizzle. We want it to be nice and hot to get that egg scrambled up. There we go. Just like a wok. Okay, we get it in there. We want it to be in pieces. We want to see the pieces swirling around. Okay, I'm going to just let it cook. I'm pushing my pan to the side so the center is where the egg is cooking. It's getting nice and bubbly. We're not ready to mix it yet. Wait for it. I'm getting a little bit of sticking. It's sticking a little bit because I didn't want to put a lot of oil in. You could add more oil if you wish, but I didn't want to. All right, here we go. Almost ready. See that? It's setting. The egg is setting. I'm going to turn my heat down now, back to medium-low. I don't want to burn what's in the pan. And we're ready to go. Scraping it off and mixing it up. Beautiful. Stir it up. And then we'll go back over to the counter and we'll have our tasting. Okay, here we have our delicious fried rice, chicken fried rice. We have our egg, our mixed vegetables, our sauteed onion, a little bit of rice, heavy on the beef, on the chicken, heavy on the meat. Okay, I'm going to taste it. Hopefully it won't burn my mouth. It's just enough seasoning. Of course, if you like it spicy, you can add that too. Chili peppers, whatever. We like it just like this. Okay, chicken fried rice. Until next time, eat well, be well.